Texas is standing up to the tyrants in DC. Before we get into this video, I want to talk about our main sponsor of the channel, fattack.com. They have the Fat Tack holsters there, the low riding holsters. They have the belts from Blue Alpha Gear, plate carriers for big guys. They have everything there. If you're a big guy and bigger stature, go check out fattack.com. That's where you find it all. Now let's get into the video. So today we're talking about Texas and why they're actually holding the front line to our border. So basically the border crisis has been ongoing for 4 years, like you know, and I watch a ton of Guns and Gadgets and I see everything on there. I thought about bringing it to you guys because it's a major topic. And you know what? In my opinion, this should have been done 4 years ago. The governor should have stood up to the tyrants in DC basically and done this 4 years ago. So what happened was Texas came in and they decided to take over the border because the Border Patrol, they think they weren't doing their job the greatest. So basically they came in, took over the area that had a big open spot in it and started putting up razor wire all over the place. What happened is obviously Biden and the bureaucrats in DC basically didn't want that to happen because that would basically mess up their entire idea of how to get voters into the United States, right? They like people coming in. They like the fact that there was another 8 million people coming into the United States that's typically going to vote for them because they let them come in, right? So basically, Texas came out there and said, we're stopping all this. We're putting all the razor wire up to block off this section. And then the United States and the president of the United States, the tyrants that we have up there, sued Texas and put it into the Supreme Court basically so that they could put a ruling on it. And what they did was they won. The Supreme Court actually said, yes, we agree with you. No, they shouldn't be allowed to put up razor wire to knock people from, or allow people to not come into the United States. So what happened after the United States sued Texas, 25 plus, I think it might be more than 25 now, states have actually came together and put a statement out there saying that they actually stand with Texas and agree that they should be allowed to block the border of their own state, right? Because each state has their own constitution. This is a statement that all the states agreed to and put out. President Biden and his administration have left Americans and our country completely vulnerable to unprecedented illegal immigration pouring across the southern border. Instead of upholding the rule of law and securing the border, the Biden administration has attacked and sued Texas for stepping up to protect American citizens from historic levels of illegal immigrants, deadly drugs like fentanyl, and terrorists entering our country. We've all talked about the sleeper cells and how we think they're here. Whether or not you believe it's a conspiracy theory or not, I think you're crazy if you don't believe that it's true because there's so many people that are coming here in a overwhelmingly flooded amount of people. How could it not be bad people? They've caught several people that were on the watch list and stuff like that that were coming through the border. Anyway, they go on to say, we stand in solidarity with the fellow governor, Greg Abbott, and the state of Texas in utilizing every tool and strategy, including razor wire fences, to secure the border. We do it in part because the Biden administration is refusing to enforce immigration laws already on the books and is illegally allowing mass peril across America of immigrants who entered our country illegally. They go on to say, the authors of the U.S. Constitution made clear that in times like this, states have rights of self-defense. Under Article 4, Section 4, and Article 1, Section 10, Clause 3 of the United States Constitution, because the Biden administration has abdicated its constitutional compact duties to the states, Texas has every legal justification to protect the sovereignty of our states and our nation. Now, there's a map out there, I'll put it on the screen, of all 25 plus states that have actually went together and agreed with Texas. Guys, this is a time that is basically unheard of. There's never been a crazy amount of people coming into our country like this. And it's just it has nothing to do with a Mexican thing. It's not a Spanish Mexican thing or a Mexico thing. It's an everybody thing. There's literally people from all kinds of countries coming to the southern border because they know they can get through. Texas is putting a stop to that, and I think every state should stand with Texas because not only does it impact Texas, it impacts the whole United States. So I'm glad that all these states have come through. I wanted to put this out there on y'all's radar just in case you don't follow YouTube channels like Guns and Gadgets, Armed Scholars, and stuff like that. I get a lot of information from Guns and Gadgets. I think you should go to subscribe to him. Anyway, guys, I just want to put it out there on your radar. If you want to, you can please go check out FatTac. That's our main sponsor, fattac.com. You can also go check out US Law Shield. That's who our attorneys are. You can use a promo code there. It's BDGG. You get 14 months for the price of 10. It's like having an attorney in your pocket. It makes no sense not to have it for $10 a month. You can also go check out our apparel at Ballistic Inc., and that helps us out. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.